What's up, Aliens? This is Big Al. Welcome to another Dumb Sports Empire. We are back. There's no sports going on, so we haven't been doing shit on here. But um, what's new in the sports world? More of the same. I'm getting butt fucked by my guest, co-host, Captain America, Chris Evans, in WNBA fantasy right now. Asia Wilson put up 71 points tonight. That's unfucking believable in basketball fantasy.
Yep, that's right. Asia's Black Panther Party coming for the ship this year.
All right, since I'm not gonna win this matchup, I had a joke written that was gonna knock your nuts off on Sunday when I won. So the joke was, since you are Asia's Black Panther Party, it was gonna be the meme of Arnold and the black guy. I forgot who it was, but they have the handshake with their
How
muscular
do you
arms.
forget? Dude, he just
Was it
passed away.
Carl Weathers? It's Carl
Carl
Weathers.
Weathers.
All right, Carl Weathers and Arnold. Because I keep thinking it's Rocky, but it's not Rocky. It's something else, right?
Yeah, it's like over the top or something like that, I think.
Okay, so meme,
It's like the arm
the
wrestling movie.
handshake. It's gonna be Big Al's Babes, which is my team, and colon cancer, and then meeting in the middle with killing Black Panther.
Jesus.
For all the Chadwick Boseman fans out there, I do not apologize. Yeah, it's been slow as shit, man. We don't jump on in podcasts. It's good we jump on every few weeks and shoot this shit, but when there's no sports going on, there's not a lot to talk about. It is hard. So we've got a couple things we'll touch on tonight. Um, and then we've got a pretty fun list for you that we're both really excited about. We got guest picker Ray Ray back. We're gonna do stick around to the end. We're gonna do things we wish social media was around for, like events. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But we'll stick with WNBA for now. I had this written down. I've sent you the TikToks. The WNBA and ESPN are doing a gigantic disservice to the WNBA because they post some sick highlights, but they're all of missed shots. So Caitlin Clark, it was a week or two ago. Caitlin Clark had an awesome ankle breaking step back three that she just fucking airballed. And then what was the one yesterday? It was her doing this sick pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston, and they passed it back and forth like three times, and they faked the shit out of the defense, and then Aaliyah Boston just missed the fucking layup. What are they fucking doing? They posting these highlights and be like, oh, if only that went in, if only that went in. It's like it's
It's
embarrassing.
like, yeah, it's like, you see it all the time. Like you see it too in the NBA, but it's the not top 10 where it's like guys hit this insane step back that like breaks somebody's ankles and then they shoot the shot, they walk away, and they fucking miss it. It's like, yeah, like the first half of that was amazing,
Yeah,
but you didn't finish it.
yeah.
I don't know what the WNBA is doing, but it's not good.
It's understandable, like you said, they do with the NBA and they missed a shot. They'll bounce it off the rim, they'll bounce it off the backboard, whatever the fuck. They'll miss a little bit. But for her to miss just everything, not even hit the bottom of the net or anything, is insane that they're just posting these highlights. Like, imagine if this went in. Like, they're not doing anybody any service by just showing bricks and missed layups. And
It's bad.
This whole Angel Reese thing pisses me off so much because
Did you
she's
see the TikTok I sent you where she was it was just like a clip of her last game where just uh Jonquel Jones just blocked the shit out of her like 10
I
times
did
during
see
that game.
So she's got 14 or 15 straight double doubles right now. She set a WNBA record.
I
But
hate it so much. They need to do something about it.
we've sent the stat back and forth 1,000 times in the group chat that she has so many rebounds because her offensive rebounds, she misses like 52% of her layups inside 3 feet and a drastic amount of her shots, but she's getting her own rebounds. So
Hmm.
it's nuts that, I mean, we sent the ESPN play by play a couple days ago. She had it was Angel Reese missed layup, Angel Reese offensive rebound, Angel Reese missed layup, Angel Reese offensive rebound. She literally got 6 fantasy points for 2 rebounds and a made shot in a matter of seconds because she just misses her shit, gets it, and puts it back up.
Yeah, it pays to be tall in the WNBA. It's embarrassing though. I feel like if you're missing that many shots and getting your own rebounds, like it shouldn't count as rebounds that much because
Absolutely.
it's every single game she's getting like missed shot, rebound, missed shot, rebound, missed shot, rebound. puts it in for 2 points. It's like she's getting more rebounds in a possession than she is points. That's fucking wild.
It's crazy. And Dan's just sitting there fucking laughing his ass off because Angel Reese is getting 40 points a game doing bullshit like
I
that.
know. I can't believe he drafted her.
He got Caitlin Clark too. He took a big shot on two rookies
He
and they're both
took
paying off.
he took Caitlin Clark literally the pick before it came back to me. Um,
Fucker.
if I had Caitlin Clark, I think I'd be unstoppable because she's getting into a point now where she's scoring like 40 points every single game,
Yeah, you
and
said she
that's
had
big time.
68.
Yeah, she had 68 the other day because I always check the scores, and
Mm-hmm.
she had 68 the other day. But Asia Wilson is carrying my team. And then I have that Jonquel Jones too, so she's been killing it too. One of my
Mm-hmm.
better players has been hurt like all year too, so who knows? But I hate the injuries in this like WNBA because like my girl has like an ankle sprain, and any other league, NBA, football, whatever, it gives you a time frame on when they're expected back, like 2 to 4 weeks,
Yep.
4 to 6 weeks. They just say there's no time frame. Like what the fuck?
They have no clue how long
And
women are
adjust
injured for.
and adjusting to girls being out with illness, which is them getting their period, is wild. Like it is kind of, we laugh about it, but it is kind of crazy. Like just last minute you'll get a notification, out, illness. Oh, okay, cool.
It's such bullshit. And it doesn't tell you when your players come off IR. It was a few weeks ago that I had Arike Ogunbowale on IR. She was hurt for an Achilles, and I was like, fuck, this is my best player right there. She's putting up 50, 60 points a game. And it didn't tell me she was off IR. I left 47 points on IR because it didn't give me a notification that she was back. It's fucking ridiculous.
Sucks
And
to suck, bitch.
I still won that. I beat Willie that week. Fucking retard. But the I'm looking at the standings right now. So there's two divisions in this league. The West is fucking
There's clearly a
stacked.
superior division.
The West is incredibly stacked, and the East is pure dog shit. Um, so you got Travis House 6-2 right now. Fat T. Dan is 5-3. He's got the most points scored in the league. He finally overtook me for most points scored in the league. Um, yeah, he's got 52-65. I've got 52-01 right now, and then you're at 51-19. You've got 200 more points scored than Travis, and he's got a better record than both you guys.
Yeah.
But he's 6-2. Dan's 5-3. You're 5-3. You're kicking the shit out of me. You're gonna go 6-3. And then you go to the least division. I'm winning at 4-4, but I'm gonna lose this week. I'll be 4-5. Willie's 3-5, and Joey has been eliminated from the playoffs already at 1-7
Joey was eliminated last week, I
last
think.
week.
Yeah.
So who's gonna win? So Willie's up by 16 right now against Hal. That can go either way. And Dan's gonna beat the shit out of Joey again.
It's
So
funny, we brought Joey into the group chat, which I'm pumped about because I love Joey. But
mhm.
we brought Joey into the group chat because of like him adding him into the WNBA fantasy league. And it seems like once he got eliminated, haven't heard from him at all this week.
He doesn't say shit.
Yeah. He chimes in every now and then with something good.
Yeah, yeah. We need to get him on the podcast. Say some dumb shit. No, yeah. There's clearly the divisions are not close at
All
all.
three teams, all three teams in the West are going to make the playoffs, and it's only going to be one team out of the East.
Hell yeah. The toilet bowl is gonna be hopefully Willie and Joey, but I don't know. My
If
team fell off
so,
in the second half of last year
well,
too.
and I like I said in the chat earlier, the crazy thing is if I'm going to beat you this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's already just predetermined. So I
71
beat
points. What the
you.
fuck am I supposed to do about 71 points from Asia Wilson? That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
If Willie manages to beat Travis, then you and Willie will have a tied record, and then it'll come down to next week.
Next week, this is unprecedented for any fantasy league I've ever been in. They have an Olympic break. So is it next week a full week or is it the week after?
I think next week's full. I don't know.
They
I
have an
looked for
Olympic
like,
break. It's
yeah.
like a month long. I've never seen that in fantasy sports, obviously, because basketball is not going on. Baseball players don't leave for the Olympics. Football's not a sport
Yeah, no,
yet.
next week's matchup goes from July 15th to August 18th.
It's a month and 3 day long matchup from 7 days to 33 days. We're gonna be sitting there, and no one's gonna score for fucking a month because all our heroes are gonna be in Paris, stinking it up. Now I think they're. I was listening to a podcast about the Olympics today, trying to get myself into it a little bit. The American women are on an 8 Olympic gold medal streak right now. They're on an 8-peat. So as the men should be too, except for that kerfuffle in fuck, what was it 2004? Was that when we lost?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. No, but freaking Caitlin Clark should definitely be there. That's bullshit. 68 points.
yeah. It's
Fucking crazy.
I just yeah, I don't know. I feel like the WNBA is really just fumbling this. They've
Yeah.
got the golden goose there that has brought the attention, and they're still just like, no, fuck her.
I saw some TikToks from her. She was goofy as shit at Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, her weird Iowa teammates. Diana Taurasi, let's talk about her for a second. She's being a gigantic
Oh,
cunt right
fuck
now.
her.
She's been on menopause break for like 4 weeks now. It's killing my team. They already have a
It's
girl
an
on
ankle
IR.
injury.
Yeah, ankle. Her pussy ankle. She's been out for 4 games already. It's killing me. I knew I shouldn't have drafted her because she was a gigantic whore.
He drafted with like your last pick.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't just like I drafted Alyssa Peely because I was like, oh, she's gonna be solid rookie season. I don't have to like rely on her. You have to rely on all your bench players because they play
Yeah, you
throughout the
do.
week. You have to rely on everyone. You can't just have like, oh, I'm developing them for the future kind of thing. It's like, no, you need everybody to be
And
successful in this league.
what fucked me the beginning of the year was I had so many girls that were on the same team because I just didn't pay attention when I drafted. And
I
and I'm like
remember.
play yeah, it was real bad.
Was it
But
Chicago? You had
obviously
like 5 girls on
it was
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah. But it's paid off because now I'm just butt fucking the competition. So
I just don't want to come in last again. I still owe you guys a punishment. I don't know what the punishment's going to be.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do
Well, we
cocaine
told
live
you
on
we
the
wanted you
podcast.
we told you to go to a game. Even well, they said championship. Honestly, if you just went to a game, I think that's acceptable.
I could do that.
Just any game. Because if you go to a normal game that's not a Caitlin Clark game, the tickets won't be that bad.
Damn, I wish Cam Brink was still playing. I go to a Sparks game.
God, she's so hot.
The fuck man, I'll go to a game. That's I'm gonna go to LA. No, I'm not going to LA. Never mind. I'm gonna go to a Steelers game again. They're only coming to Vegas though, or I have to go to Pittsburgh.
I was just looking the other day at tickets because I was wanting to go to the Browns game in Vegas,
Hmm.
but tickets, the cheapest tickets right now are 250.
Fucking insane. So I saw. I don't know
Yeah.
if I sent this to you guys, but what I saw was every fan base's um or every home stadium's cheapest 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 2 beers, and 2 sodas for like a family of four. And
It's
it
got to
did
be Atlanta's the cheapest, right?
it was, yes, it was Atlanta. The most expensive was Vegas. It was like 1350 to get 4 tickets to a game, 4 hot dogs, 2 sodas, and 2 beers, which is
Yeah,
nuts. I
like I
think the
mean,
Steelers were right in the middle, but
I get the stadium's new and it is Vegas, but like, and that's just not even reasonable because Vegas doesn't have a fan base. It's all, it's still Oakland and California that is the fans, which they're not too far away, but it's still a major commute. So you
hmm
don't have an actual fan base that are coming to the games and you're charging this fucking much. Like they already have to like fly in or drive in, most likely stay in a hotel.
hmm
Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit ridiculous. I
Vegas has gotten out of hand like altogether because they think
Yeah,
they're hot shit now. I mean, people talk about going to Vegas shows. Going to a Vegas show is like $200 a ticket. Hotels are
yeah.
always crazy. It's almost impossible to stay on the strip now. And you got these games, these Raider games are all selling out like crazy. The Super Bowl, their tickets were like double the price of what an average Super Bowl ticket usually is. I think the cheapest tickets are like 9 or 10 grand, and they're usually like 4 or 5 grand. It's yeah, Vegas is getting out of control. Like I wouldn't even try to go
Yeah.
to the Steelers game there. It
No,
wasn't
I
that bad
think
when
I'm
I went
gonna.
to the Pac-12 championship game when USC got railed by Utah, and it wasn't that bad. It was busy that week because the rodeo was in town, but I feel like the game tickets
Yeah,
weren't even that bad.
I think I'm gonna because I try to go to an away game every year just to see a new stadium, new city, and all that. Um, I think I'm gonna try to go to New Orleans. We play in New Orleans, and
Oh,
I was looking. Tickets were like $50 a piece for the cheapest seats. So
that's fucking cool. We have two plants in Louisiana, and I jokingly was like, "Hey Ray, you want to move to Louisiana?" She was like, "Fuck no, Louisiana." New Orleans would be sick though.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
either like New Orleans, Philly was on my list, but I also don't want to get stabbed. So um, I don't know.
Philly fans from everything I've seen online are just
They're the
dog shit.
worst.
And like I
Yeah, they're
have
the
friends
worst
that
by
are Eagle
far.
fans that are like obviously cool people, but like people in Philadelphia are notoriously shitty human beings.
They booed Santa Claus. Like that tells you all there is to know about him.
They were like flipping off little kids at Eagles games wearing like Giants jerseys and stuff.
Remember when they had to grease all the fucking telephone poles because after they won, they were climbing them all?
It's ridiculous.
But
What
I
a
mean, I
fun
can't
city.
talk. I can't really say shit because honestly, and I've said this before, um, I'm a diehard Browns fan, but Cleveland fans are pieces of shit for the most part. Like I've gone to multiple games, Browns games in Pittsburgh, never had an issue. Like the fans are always cool. It's like friendly, banter.
Mhm.
I went to a game in Baltimore, same deal. But I
That's
took my
shocking.
dad. Yeah, Baltimore was awesome. I would
Mhm.
go back to Baltimore for a game for sure. That stadium is sick. And it was a night game, so it was even cooler. But
Yeah, that's gotta be a cool environment.
I took my dad, who's a Steelers fan, to Brown Steelers in Cleveland, and he wore Steelers gear, obviously. And I mean, it was just like it was horrible. It's not even like fun shit talk. It's just like guys being drunk assholes. And like, so I mean, Philly fans, I think, are known as the worst, but Browns fans are bad, and I can admit it. They do suck.
That's everywhere though. I mean, yeah. Philly peoples are fucking crazy. Um, yeah, they need to pay more attention to our sweet, sweet queens in the WNBA. You watch the Shane Gillis clips where like, what are they doing to our sweet Caitlyn? They're hitting her too hard.
Did you
Fucking
see the
kills me.
clip of him on Hot Ones where Sean Evans was like, "Are you getting into this hype for the WNBA?" He's like, "Oh yeah, can't get enough." And he's just like being such a sarcastic asshole.
And Sean didn't get it right. He was like,
No,
"Oh,
he didn't get it
okay."
at all. Like
Shane talks
Sean
about
Evans is
his
one of the
jokes.
best interviewers, but oh my,
Yeah,
but dude, it went way over his head.
Shane talks on his podcast all the time about like bombing. Like he went to a Texas football like booster dinner that was like inside the Texas Longhorns like stadium, and he said his all like his jokes bombed and everything like that. I was like, how's this dude bombing? He's so fucking funny. And then he does shit like that on Hot Ones, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he does bomb sometimes. He's always trying to
Yeah.
joke. They don't all land."
Well, and sometimes some people are just like really funny, like in like a podcast scenario,
Hmm.
but like telling like a long developing joke isn't necessarily their forte.
Yeah, like
Like Shane Gillis with
Stavi
with with
freaking.
his skits are hilarious.
Hmm.
Stavi with his crowd work, that's what makes
Yeah,
him like he doesn't really do great jokes.
in
I
his
mean, he has
podcast.
some,
Yeah,
but it's primarily crowd work, and then he just tells stories and bullshits on his podcast. That I feel like skits are so coming around so much more though, like than what
hmm,
like they used to. Because like Chappelle did skits, then he died. He fell off because he got crazy, moved to Africa, then came back and whatnot.
hell yeah.
And then we had Key and Peele for a bit, but now we got Tim Robinson's doing stuff. Um, Shane Gillis is constantly putting stuff out on YouTube. That
Hmm.
fat dude on TikTok that I send you TikToks of all the time,
Hmm.
um, he fucking kills me. All of his videos kill me, and it's all just
That's
skits.
stupid.
He does stand up comedy too, but it's
Yeah.
just I don't know, man. There's a lot of good comics out there right now.
Yeah. You need to watch fucking Kill Tony. Stop being a little bitch. Watch Kill Tony.
Fuck off.
It's not a
Oh,
skit show.
Adam Ray is coming to Cleveland, I think in October.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like Adam Ray or if it's Dr. Phil. Like, I'd still go to see Adam Ray, but
He
if it was
announces
Dr. Phil, I
his
would.
Dr. Phil stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was Dr. Phil, I would like 100% buy the ticket.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, he does those shows as Dr. Phil. They're so funny. Speaking of WNBA Olympics, we got the Olympics coming up. I used to love the Olympics as a kid. I think the funniest part of the Olympics this year was they were trying to have some swimming event in the Seine River. And the Seine River is just sewage and shit, like human shit running through the streets of Paris. And they wanted to have some swimming event. And the president and the mayor of Paris, I think, swore that they were going to have it clean by the date was like June 15th. It passed. And they were like, we're going to be able to swim. We personally are going to swim in it by June 15th. And it didn't happen. And they pushed the date back. And they were like legit convinced that they were going to be able to clean the river. They spent billions of dollars and it's still just human shit. There were going to be protesters that were going to shit in the river the same day that they were going to swim in it. They
That's
got a shit
insane.
problem over there in Paris. That's all I know
What a
about the Olympics.
shithole. What a shithole.
The beach
I don't really.
volleyball setup is right under like the Eiffel Tower, which is kind of cool.
Oh, they're all getting Eiffel Tower. Tell you.
Hell yeah, beach volleyball. I'll watch.
No, I'm not super into the Olympics. All I know is that USA fucking dominates every Olympics, and that's all that matters. But aside from that, I just don't get into it that much. I don't know. Like I'll watch stuff if it's on, and I'll watch highlights, but it just doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't really get the juices going.
You better be watching women's rugby for your girl.
Oh God, dude, I haven't seen her in forever.
What the fuck was her name? Because I was thinking about her
Alana
today.
Mayer,
Oh, Ilana Mar. Fuck.
yeah,
How does she spell it?
how do we say it? Maher.
Maher. Ilona Mar.
Yeah.
She's
I
so
see her.
fucking
I see
ripped.
because I follow her on TikTok, so I see her every now and then.
Did I unfollow her? I think I unfollowed her. She's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, she does. She is kind of annoying. And honestly, there's times where she looks like pretty attractive, but then there's times where it's like real bad, like complete opposite, not
He
attractive.
looks like a man wearing a woman mask.
It's like the skit of Tim Robinson when he's wearing the heavy suit and he's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
She could probably outbench me for sure. Her back is fucking stacked. Holy shit. She has wearing a backless dress here.
Yeah, she's ripped.
Her boobs are weird.
Well, that's
Buff
because they're
buff girl
fucking
problems.
tiny.
Buff girl problems. She's wide. She's like linebacker wide.
Yeah, she's definitely like D1 babies, 100%.
How do we didn't even medal at the Olympics for rugby. I don't know what the fuck these other countries
Well,
are
that's
putting
because
out.
it's not a US sport, primarily. It's like all the stuff that we're not really good in are the sports that we don't primarily play. Although fucking we whooped ass in cricket with
Yeah.
guys that have like full-time jobs
Yeah,
against
IT
guys that are
jobs.
playing like, yeah, it's fucking wild. It just goes to show that USA is the best.
India had a freaking victory parade for a cricket championship or whatever the fuck, and it was like millions of people. It put any U.S. victory parade to shame. It was fucking nuts. And we beat Pakistan or we beat India. India's like the best country, I think.
It was one of those two.
I don't know. That sport's gay.
I can't remember which one.
That's gay baseball.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's
Um,
weird.
I think I'm gonna try to get into it. I think I'm gonna be Team Simone Biles. Katie Ledecky, the swimmer, is fucking dominant. She's one of those athletes that like the top 10 world records, like eight of them are hers or nine of them are hers. She's fucking ridiculous. Um, we get the Olympics in 28. We get the next Olympics in
Do we?
LA. They've got shit all over the place. They're gonna do like some of the stuff in Oklahoma City, like halfway across the country. They're doing events fucking everywhere. San Francisco, Vegas. There's literally all kinds of. It's going to be half the country is going to be Olympic events. Might try to go do some shit. Um, did you see who's having another baby?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, number 12. While his
No, no,
wife,
no, no, no. So the judge said that the baby is already born. So the judge said that he is the father of that child, number 12, and they announced that while his wife is currently pregnant. So he's going to have 13.
13, I thought it was just 12.
No. And what do you mean did I see that? I fucking sent it in the group chat, you cunt.
Damn, man. We throw so much information at each other, it's hard to tell where the source was. He's past Antonio
Uh,
Cromartie. I think Cromartie had 12.
dude, it's that's wild, man. Like I just don't get that.
I think this may be very wrong, so don't take this as Bible or anything, but I think Nick Cannon said after 10, your child support doesn't change or you don't have to pay child support to like the 11th and 12th child. So I think they cap you at 10 children for paying child support.
Good Lord.
Could you imagine having
What
to
a
pay
fucking
eight different
yeah,
women,
and like
10 different child supports?
how many women is it with for Tyreek Hill? Like that's what I ca- I they didn't post that.
It's a lot, yeah. And he's dating Kenny Vaccaro's, or he's married to Kenny Vaccaro's sister or something like that. Remember Kenny Vaccaro back in the day? Saints safety.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Googling right now to see how many baby mamas he's got.
I say nine, 8 or 9. He makes a lot of money, but you just giving that
Yeah, but
money away to different
still.
women.
I don't know. It doesn't give an exact number. It just keeps giving names, and I'm too lazy to fucking count all the names. That's
They were
yeah,
coming out
that's
like
wild.
freaking Bill Cosby accusers. They were coming out like, I have Tyreek Hill's baby. I have Tyreek Hill's baby. Like Deshaun
Well,
Watson accusers.
and then last year he broke that like plus size Instagram model's leg at like a s- he her kid. You didn't hear it? Did you remember that?
Yes. Her kid was at one of his camps and her leg got
Yeah, and then
broken.
he invited her to come over to his house and
Yeah.
bring her kid. And she lined up, and she's a big bitch. She's like 6'2", like 250. She's hot. She's super fucking hot. Don't get me wrong. But she lined up against him, and I think like she actually like pushed him, and like he like actually like moved backwards, and it was like a shot to his ego. So the article said that he like fucking he went full go and like pushed her or something, and the way that she landed, she like broke her leg.
Why are these athletes so fucking stupid?
Well,
13
then he got in
children.
trouble. He got in trouble before. Wasn't it him that he like ripped his kid out of the car by their arm and like almost like dislocated his shoulder or something?
Yeah, he
Or did he
strangled.
punched his pregnant baby mama or something like that? I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
don't even think he got suspended for that. If there would have
Yeah.
been a video, he would have got suspended, but yeah, no, it's unfucking believable. You know who else is stupid? These fucking Georgia players. Georgia has had 23 players in the past since the beginning of 2023, a year and a half. 23 players have gotten in trouble in car related issues, DUIs, reckless driving. It started with Jalen Carter. He was he racing someone and they crashed and the other person died or something like that. I forgot how that story went, but Georgia has a an awful driving problem.
Yeah, I mean it's unreal, man. Obviously, you can't really control college kids like, you can make rules and whatnot, but like, we did stupid shit in college too. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
like that, but I don't know. I don't get it.
It's the
Maybe it's just
NIL. They're
different,
ruining
because
everything.
we were like shitty. low level Division II athletes. Maybe
Hmm.
it's just these high level Division I athletes. They just have that feeling of invincibility.
Yeah, and everyone's getting money. I mean, the backup quarterback for Florida State, I think Mike Norvell came out and said he got a $600,000 offer to go to Kansas State, who lost their quarterback to Ohio State. Um, but everyone's getting money. You give an 18-year-old kid a freaking Ferrari, they're gonna go do dumb shit with it. They're gonna go Reishi Rice on the freeway, end up killing people. But Georgia, man, they just got to get everyone Ubers. They just got to invest in Uber, all-time Ubers to the players, all-time drivers, whatever it is, because they're dropping the ball right now.
They are. It's bad.
What I did see was Oklahoma has hired a, or they're getting a consulting, they're getting consulting from an Eagles executive that is close to Howie Roseman. He's like Howie Roseman's main executive. They hired him to preliminarily navigate a salary cap scenario in college football. So they are kind of getting ahead of the game, thinking that there's going to be a salary cap coming in college football, and how would you do that on that level? More players, obviously in the NFL, there's only 53 players. In college, you can dress, I think, 120 or something crazy like that. So, and they're kids, and it's never been done in college football. So I saw that the other day, and I was like, that's kind of where we're going. They're going to have to unionize. They're going to have a salary cap. They're going to have collective bargaining agreement. College football is going to be very different. Right now, it's the Wild West. You got Shador Sanders is a fucking jillionaire, not that great at
Fuck
football.
Dion.
Your favorite person now? I think
Dude,
I'm on your side
honestly,
of
like
this.
I used to really like him, but the whole and the confidence, the cockiness, whatever, it was cool for a little while. But he's just coming across like a whiny dickhead now. Like he's constantly complaining about something. Um, you know, being proud of your kid is one thing, but he's constantly talking about how his son is the best player to ever play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Shitter's good, but he's not that good. They have so many checkdowns for him that it ups his passing percentage and it makes him look incredible. And
Mm-hmm.
then, it's a lot of dump offs that go for big yardages. So it's not like he's really a great quarterback. It's just padded stats that people aren't really seeing. I mean, we'll see what he can do. I mean, he's going to get drafted. Um, so they'll
Mm-hmm.
see. But I don't know, man. It's just the whole Dion thing is annoying. Like, he came in and like I get you want to bring in your own people and you have a certain schemes that you want to, try to fit players into, but it basically uprooted all these kids' lives,
Mm-hmm.
told them all basically get the fuck out. In Hey, dude's just an asshole.
Yeah. And Shador's getting to that point too. He came out the other day and said that Colorado is everyone's Super Bowl for this year. Everyone's looking to beat
Yeah.
Colorado. And they won 4 or 5 games last year. They won 5 games last year. And it's like, you guys aren't really on anyone's radar right now. Like, you got to go prove yourself and think that they want to kick your ass because you're dickheads. Like, they want
Mhm.
to Jake Paul you right now, pretty much. They want to see you lose because you're being dickheads. And yeah, Dion, I'm 100% on board with you that he was great in the beginning. The other day might have been the final straw for me when he was complaining about Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders' college football NCAA 25 ratings, I guess. Travis Hunter somehow got the #1 rating for receiver in the game. And he didn't play the most receiver last year. He played more corner. He was obviously hurt for a few games. But Will Johnson is the highest rated corner from Michigan. But Travis Hunter's the highest rated receiver, which is crazy to me. I think Shador, was he the highest rated quarterback? No.
Was he? I don't think he shouldn't be, but I don't know. He probably is.
I think Carson Beck might have. No, fuck, I don't know. Now I'm just talking out of my ass. But no, yeah, it's insane that this guy just continuously talking about his sons and Travis Hunter, and he's like, they're gonna go #1 and 2 in the draft next year. And he was talking about them doing what Eli Manning did, where they're only gonna play for who they want to play for. They're not gonna play for who drafts them. I mean, just you can't do all this talking and just be a 5-7 team, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Um, They're doing too much Hard Knocks, man. The Giants are on Hard Knocks right now. I haven't watched it. I hope people aren't watching it because it's the preseason one was fun. The in season one was a little bit of fun for a little bit, but they're doing the Giants right now for an off season Hard Knocks, and all I've seen is just them fumbling Saquon Barkley and looking stupid as hell. Shout out to our buddy Dan in the WNBA Fantasy League. The Giants are dipshits. I don't know,
I
man.
don't know, man.
They're
That
doing too much
that
Hard
clip that
Knocks.
came out the other day of their wide receivers coach or one of their coaches, whatever, talking to Marvin Harrison, and like they were watching like highlights from college, and they're saying it was a missed ball from Kyle McCord, and the coach was like, what do you go back into the huddle and say to a quarterback after they miss you on an easy touchdown like that? And Marvin Harrison was like, I don't really say anything to the quarterbacks, trying to look good. And
Mm-hmm.
the coach was like, yeah, but that was a shit throw, am I right? And it's like just fucking Kyle McCord catching strays.
Over there playing at Syracuse, like, what the fuck, guys? The yeah, they put Jaden Daniels through. He put Jaden Daniels through the fucking ringer too. I saw Brian Dable. I saw a couple of clips. I'm not watching. I mean, it's too much. They're gonna do four teams. They're gonna do the whole AFC North for the in season one. Are the Bears doing the preseason one?
Yeah, I think so.
So the teams hate doing it. They all fucking can't stand it. So they're not gonna put out great stuff. They have Final Cut, so they don't want to see the bad shit get out there about their team. But they're doing too much. The one before the season used to be awesome. I think COVID kind of killed it. The Lions one was cool. The Browns one was cool. That was before COVID. But the COVID one was what, the Rams and the Chargers? I don't even watch anything of that one because we didn't really have a
Yeah,
preseason that year.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're doing too much Hard Knocks. The receiver show came out, and I heard that was pretty cool. All I see are Devonte Adams highlights on the sidelines. Well, not even highlights, I guess, just low lights. But he's sitting there freaking out on the Raiders. He said, "I'm gonna get fucking killed out here. I'm not doing this bullshit anymore." And he's just going off on Josh McDaniels play calling and him just running routes over the middle and getting hit so much. And it was so fucking funny because he's pissed about it.
It's his own fault. I mean, he fucking was the one that wanted out and went to the Raiders and
He got all that money that he was looking for.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing stuff about like potential trades of like, trading him to you know, be with Rogers and whatnot. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
There's a video. Rogers is at the Tahoe golf tournament. That's this weekend, the big celebrity one. There was a Jets fan like in a golf cart next to him, just like begging him to win a Super Bowl. It was the most
The
cringy thing
dude
I've
was
ever
that dude
seen.
was that dude had to have been super autistic.
That's what I thought because it was cringy as hell.
Yeah, he was like
Please just win a
bawling his
Super
eyes
Bowl.
out and couldn't get the sentence out. He was definitely down with the tism.
Like a special kid meeting John Cena for the first time in his Make a
Do,
Wish.
do, 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 do.
Oh shit. All right, let's get into this draft. I'm very excited for this. We are gonna do things we wish social media was around for. I'm very excited. Guest picker Ray Ray has her picks in. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I want to go third. I want to
Oh,
hit the snake.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think Ray's snake would have been funnier, but I'm gonna grant your wish. All right, the snake could be very valuable here because it's not front loaded. This is the deepest draft we maybe have ever done. So it's the draft of things we wish social media was around for, whatever that means to you. 1-1, I am going to pick 9/11.
Oh, that's a good one.
Obvious 1-1 for me, 9/11. If we had Twitter on 9/11, two, maybe three comedians would have made jokes about it. And then everyone would have been like, okay, we can joke about this. And then we all would have fucking gone off on it. And it would have been one of the best days in Twitter history, but it was just a few years too early. All right. For Ray's number one is Jesus being resurrected from the dead.
He always goes with super religious stuff.
Classic Ray. Classic Ray. Jesus resurrected from the dead. Her second pick, I wanted her to have the last pick. You're gonna
Whoa,
see why, because they're
whoa.
saying no. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. But her second pick behind Jesus being resurrected from the dead is fucking hilarious, and would have been hilarious right after that. But go ahead with your first pick, your two picks.
All right. I've been on the fence about what I wanted to go 1-1. I think I've decided it. 1-1 for me is Abraham Lincoln freeing the slaves.
Oh, I
Could you
suggested
just
that to
imagine
Ray.
could you imagine all of the angry tweets from Southerners that would come out, once this was like enacted? Oh, what the fuck?
I gotta do my own shit now.
I don't
I
know. I just thought
I was
that
talking
one
to Ray
cracked me
about
up.
that, and I was like, imagine just slaves getting phones for the first time and just being able to tweet like, "Oh shit, we're out of this bitch!" Like just freaking all
Yeah.
kinds of
Could
just
you
crazy stuff.
could you imagine 80 years ago Obama phones?
Oh my god! All right, what's your two?
Um, Gosh, two's a tough one. But I want to say this just in case I don't think you'd have it on your list, but I just want to say it now. Um, Two for me is Bill Clinton getting his dick sucked.
Oh my god, that was Ray's number two. It was Jesus
Was
being
it?
resurrected, and then Abraham or Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, and then he
Fuck yeah. I'm
in
glad I said it
parentheses
then.
where was Hillary? That was literally it was. I literally wanted her to go third because it's gonna be Jesus resurrected from the dead and Bill Clinton getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office.
God, I'm so glad I picked third then.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny that you guys both had that.
Because I mean, how fucking hilarious was that? Like, and for everything to come out now, like if it was social media, just all the fucking tweets and TikToks. Oh my God.
Absolutely. I mean, Trump gets railed for shit, and imagine Bill Clinton just getting railed for getting a blowjob in the Oval Office. Ray said she had cum on her dress. Was that true? I've never heard that before. Like
I
she
don't
said
I don't
she had like
I
a
don't know.
stain on her dress or something.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I
I
was like,
mean,
that's
but I
fucking
can't remember.
disgusting.
I mean, that happened when we were real young. So
Yeah. No, that's I was like, that's really fucking gross just sitting there with jizz on her. All right. Since Ray's Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky drama was taken, her her second pick is Princess Diana. That was a big story in the media, and that was before social media.
yeah,
And you add all
I gotta
the
interrupt you. I gotta interrupt you for a second.
yeah,
I got the hotel TV on right now,
yeah.
and it was on the Bengals game, and now it's on golf. And let me see. Can I zoom in?
Who the shit is
This
that?
cannons.
Oh, I heard
I don't
nipples out
know.
like
It's
that.
it's golf, but fucking cannons. Like what the hell?
Do you
I
follow
just
that
like
Paige
I was paying.
Spiranak girl?
No, but I know she's super fucking hot.
She's just a whore in golf attire. She like dresses like the biggest skank on the planet.
I don't I don't see where the problem is. But sorry, go back to Princess Diana.
The Princess Diana thing, like the whole conspiracy Twitter would have gone ape shit because of the allegations that the Queen like killed her and set up the drunk driver to hit her in that tunnel. Fun fact: Ray and I, when we were in Paris, we went through that tunnel that she got hit in. We were on the bus, the tour
Okay.
bus, and they were like, "Oh, Princess Diana died in this tunnel. Everyone look!" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's fucking crazy." But yeah, I was like in Paris. Um, so many on my list. Salem witch trials is going to be my second pick.
Okay.
I just think it would have been so funny. They just would have. They're just accusing people of being witches all over Twitter. I just think it's fantastic. Surprised this one lasted this long. This could have been a 1-1 for me, but the OJ trial,
Oh,
the
I had
trial,
something different.
the
I had
chase,
the
the trial,
chase.
all
I
of
had the
it.
chase on mine. Yeah.
That whole thing, that was movie magic right there. Ray's third pick, the 10 plagues of Egypt. Religious Ray striking again. She's like, I only want to have two religious picks because I don't want them all to be like religious. And here we are, just religious Ray.
Religious Ray. Oh God.
Egypt. All right, your last two picks.
All right. Um, First I'm gonna go with Magic Johnson announcing he has AIDS.
God damn it! That was one of my picks. That was gonna be my fourth. Oh my god.
God, I'm fucking
Say,
killing it this draft.
say why, and
Um,
then I want to say why I was gonna pick it.
I just think it would have been fucking hilarious. He comes out and announces he's got AIDS. Because you just imagine just like all these random women just sending out tweets that were like, um, dot dot dot. Just I feel like it'd be crazy.
He would get so cooked for. He would get all the gay jokes in the whole wide world. Everyone would just talk about how
Oh,
gay he was.
definitely.
Freddie Mercury of basketball, homosexual, non-Magic Johnson, AIDS Johnson. Oh my gosh, it would have been. He just would have been called. Just Eddie Murphy would have called him a faggot 300 times on Twitter.
Oh, oh my God. And and that's dude, if Twitter and stuff was around back then when people weren't getting canceled for everything, oh my God.
Yeah, no, pre-canceling would have been sick. Absolutely sick. All right, what's your last pick?
Oh, I've got a few. Um, I think I think my last pick, I'm gonna go with Woodstock. I think Woodstock would have been super cool to like for people to like live like stream and TikTok and whatnot. I feel like there'd been a lot of cool shit that came out from that.
Absolutely. It would have been like a huge art movement kind of thing.
It'd have been a huge orgy.
Banksy would have came in his pants. Ray's last pick is the Titanic, and she was
Okay, yeah,
saying people wouldn't have taken it seriously at first because no one does on social media. It would have been
yeah.
hilarious to see people tweeting about Titanic. Conspiracy Twitter would have gone ape shit immediately. Um, Fuck, my last one.
The last one was tough for me. I've got a couple good honorable mentions.
Yeah, we've got a shitload of honorable mentions here. I'm gonna go with Jesse Owens winning in
That's a good
Germany
one.
in Hitler's face because I would have wanted to see what Hitler would have tweeted. I called him Twitler. I would have wanted to see what Hitler would have tweeted about Jesse Owens, and then I would have wanted to see everyone else dunking on Hitler. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, start throwing out honorable mentions.
You want me to start it?
Yeah, go with what you got.
So the one that I was deciding on for my last one was like during the Holocaust. Like if there was social media.
I thought about it and I was like, 9/11's fucked up enough. The Holocaust might be over the line for Twitter.
Maybe it would have stopped stuff. I don't know.
No, we would have been like Israel and Palestine, like, hey guys, this is kind of fucked
No,
up. Let's
because
stop
just
doing
like
this.
it was just like, or maybe it would have been real fucked up. Some of the Jews they were hiding, like if the Nazis hit like a find my iPhone and then it just tracked them. I don't know, it could have been real fucked up.
There would have been some
Um,
stupid Jewish girls out there that be like, get ready with me as I hide in this attic from the Nazis.
Jewish girl OnlyFans. Anne
Jade.
Frank, do you think she would have had an OnlyFans?
Hell yeah. Got to make money somehow.
Um, Other honorable mention that I had was Rodney King getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yep,
That's fantastic.
that would have been pretty wild. And then I just thought of one when you were saying about Jesse Owens was the 10-cent beer night for the Cleveland Indians
Oh,
was an
yeah.
absolute shit show. And I feel like that would have been just something wild to see some of the clips and stuff coming out of that.
That would have been such a crazy historic event. That's hilarious. Um, Ray's honorable mentions. She has D-Day parentheses, but with GoPros on. It's like
Dude, that'd be fucking sick.
live streaming D-Day. I was like, that's literally Saving Private Ryan. Um,
Yeah.
the Boston Tea Party would have been funny. This one's more of a question. It just says who built the pyramids. She said Pearl Harbor, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But
We all have fucked up shit.
I had 9/11, so it's not that big of a deal. And then she
I
said
said the
Jonestown.
Holocaust.
Yeah,
Ooh, that'd have
Jonestown is
been,
crazy.
yeah, that'd be wild.
Look at these fucking dipshits all drink the Kool-Aid.
Fucking
She said
idiots.
Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't have gotten away with as much as what they got away with if social media was around back then.
Hell no. I had one similar to yours. I had Abraham Lincoln getting shot because I feel
Mm.
like,
See, I feel like when you started talking about some of the political stuff, I thought about saying JFK.
yeah, that's another one. I told her to say
Yeah.
JFK, but she didn't write it down. JFK would have been crazy because they have a video of it. That video would have been everywhere, and they could have not
Hmm.
contained that. They couldn't have scrubbed that from the internet. It would have been
Yeah.
everywhere. Just like
Or if you
freaking,
want to stay, go ahead. Sorry.
just like we were kids, they had when terrorists first started putting like executions on YouTube, and you could just go watch a guy get his head sawed off. Like that just would have been JFK
Oh God.
with his brains just hanging out like a limp dick.
Hmm. Um, Another political one would have been Nixon with Watergate.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. We would have made that way more of a deal than it was, and it was still a big deal.
Hmm.
I have Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Uh,
Jesus. Oh, what's
I'm
that flashing light? Ah.
the memes that would have come from that would have been. I mean, the memes today are bad, so I can imagine what the memes back then would have been like. This one I'm proud of. I should have not. I should have put it in there, but it's a great honorable mention for me. I've got the Vietnam War only because the fucking soundtrack, the music would have been insane. You got Creedence Clearwater Revival, just sitting there on fucking TikTok, it's like down, down, and then just helicopters flying in. You're like, that would have been some sick tweeting back in the day. These guys just dropping
That would have been.
napalm on freaking people. Have you heard
Dude,
stories from
the
Vietnam
TikToks would
where
have been sick.
that are like crazy where they talk about body counts and they're like they would go in and they would try to kill these generals or whatever for the Viet Cong. And they're like, well, we killed 3 Viet Cong, but we lost like 10 people. So the body count was so important to like report back in the United States that they would kill like women and children to say like, oh, we lost 10 people, but we killed 20 people. When in reality, they only killed like 3 Viet Cong, and then they just mowed down a bunch of women and children.
Oh my God. Well, that makes me think of the scene from Full Metal Jacket when they're in the airplane in the helicopter
Yeah.
and he's like, how do you shoot the women and children? That's easy. You just don't lead them as much.
That's so
Jesus
it's so
Christ.
fucking funny, but it's so messed up. But literally, like one of the big things from Vietnam was like body count. And it's like, well, if we lost 10 men, we better like say that we killed 30 and then those go freaking mow
Yeah.
down a bunch of women and children. Super fucked up. I see TikToks all the time. My algorithm's fucked, but it's like a bunch of war stuff. And then they'll go to like these cartoon renderings of what a tunnel in Vietnam looked like. And like if you turn left, you'll go into a cobra pit. If you turn right, you'll fall into a bunch of spikes. And then if you go one way, there's a guy waiting there to strangle you. And it's like guys used to have to go into tunnels to kill people, and it's freaking crazy.
Hmm.
I got excited about Vietnam for a second. Back in Nam. This is a fantastic draft.
It was. I enjoyed this one.
I loved it. It was good seeing you again. It's been a while, man.
I know, man. We gotta try to do it more often.
I know
I
football's
can't wait
coming.
for. Yeah, football's our bread and butter. I can't wait for that to come back.
It
We'll get
really
on more
is.
for sure.
Yeah, man. I got a promotion today.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I
Let's
didn't want to like
go.
make the podcast about me, but I just thought it was kind of cool that, you know, I got promoted at work. So
Hell yeah, man. I love
fun
that.
stuff.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we just need this podcast to blow up and I can quit this chicken shit job.
Yeah, I see what you did there, chicken shit.
You like that? Just kidding.
No, I
Please don't
didn't.
fire me.
I hated it.
All right, man. Have fun at your softball tournament. Have fun in Cincinnati.
Yep. I gotta be up at 6, so I'm gonna get to bed here.
Hell yeah. I hope you eat Skyline chili and get crazy diarrhea at home plate.
I don't eat chili, so fuck that. And I gotta be the home run hitter tomorrow, so I gotta not shit my pants.
Hell yeah. You don't put chili on your dino nuggets?
Okay,
All
fine.
right. Love you, buddy. Thanks for jumping on.
All right, love you, buddy.
No
Fuck Iowa.
technical issues. No technical issues.
That's right.
Isn't that
My
insane?
hotel Wi-Fi is still better than your fucking shitty live Wi-Fi.
Hell yeah. Falling off in the ocean. All right.
All
Love you,
right.
buddy. Have fun.
See ya.
See you later. Bye.